I've seen this a lot in my Twitter feed. So I wanted to pose the question to you guys. We'll talk about people in my feed saying Microsoft should buy Telltale, and then they could, finish Walking Dead and have all this stuff. So before I give my 2 cents, what do you guys think? Was that should they do that? Could they do that? What would Xbox? What would that look like?
They had 3 people bidding on them. They all backed out, right? There's clearly something wrong profitability-wise, so I'd avoid it.
The fact 225 people are now jobless with no security net means like that company was managed poorly.
Yeah.
And the people making decisions at that company, whatever level it was from, weren't doing it to a degree that would make it profitable enough to sustain. So why would a company come out and bail out that ship?
And you're buying what? The brand name Telltale? You don't get those IPs.
You don't get the licenses. Yeah, it's not
or
like
that staff.
Yeah. You get the platform, the tech. You can make adventure games that apparently weren't selling well enough to keep the company afloat anyway. So like
And the engine was consistently a problem too. So I don't know that
if
the
anything,
tools are worthwhile.
hire the storytellers, hire the designers.
absolutely
Yeah.
make a new
Which I've
San
seen a lot of those,
Francisco-based studio. Bring on the Telltale crew.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of studios come and say, like, for anyone who lost their jobs at Telltale, like, here's our career page. Like, come meet us at this
Yeah, they've been
restaurant
doing
or
mixers
cafe.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Another
Great
shout
to
out to
see.
Mitch Dyer, since you just brought him up. Many years ago, when this first ball got rolling, he put together he and a couple other people put together a document of jobs in the industry. So
Available.
yeah.
And it's been like massively updated since the
Yeah,
beginning,
it's like
too.
5 years and on. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's like I don't think Microsoft buying Telltale would be a good idea at all. You guys really hit on most of it. You've got pretty lousy technology, so there's seemingly no real value in that.
Outdated, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. You have no employees, as Dana mentioned. That's kind of a problem. You have no original IP, as Destin said, and as Brandon commented, you have what is seemingly anecdotal for sure. There's probably more to it than that. Pretty poor management at the top as well. So,
Are there any IPs we're forgetting, like Sam and Max? Do they own that?
I
that's
know,
one thing I'm curious
but
about.
like,
they do not. It's the artist. I want to believe his name is, I believe, Steve Purcell. Somebody's going to correct me if I'm wrong on that, but the original, because Sam and Max was a comic before it was a LucasArts
right.
game, before it was a Telltale game. So I believe the artist who created Sam and Max owns Sam and Max, and Monkey Island is owned by LucasArts.
yeah, so
which is now Disney. So yeah, I don't believe Telltale owned anything.
Yeah, which is
They had, because even before they took off with Walking Dead, they were doing licensed stuff. I mentioned Back to the Future, I mentioned Jurassic Park, Bone, which was a comic book / graphic novel, Wallace and Gromit. They'd done a Wallace and Gromit game, and let's see, there may be one or two in there that I'm forgetting, but yeah, there is no IP ownership there.
Yeah.
So
yeah. What are you buying?
that's
You're buying
Telltale.
You're buying the name. You're buying the administrative staff.
I think you guys are right that if Microsoft wanted to step in and try to acquire, try to do something, because Phil and Matt Booty have talked about, well, yeah, we'd love to get content like specifically for Game Pass. Well, episodic would be a great fit for that.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah, if you did want to start a new studio with new and different and better management, whether that comes from existing laid off Telltale staff or Microsoft people, what have you, and then try to build a new team with a lot of those
That seems like the
displaced
smarter
people.
move.
That would be the way to go.
Well, yeah, they're 6 studios deep now in this new acquisition or creation.
Well, there are now,
period.
I believe there are 10 now,
Okay,
is the current total.
doesn't seem
I think.
unlikely.
They could call it Tales Told, the new studio. No,
A little on the nose. I think
like
maybe,
it.
but
I like it.